So, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. So, ang topic ko po is application of time value of money. So, ano nga ba ang time value of money or also known as TVM? Time value of money suggests that money invested is worth more than its present value. So, it calculates the future value of money assuming the cash can grow over time and earn positive return. So, dito na po napapaloob yung sinking fund, loan amortization, and equated monthly investment. So, sinking fund. A fund established by an organization to repay a debt or replace an asset. So, ano nga bang sinking fund? Ang sinking fund po is parang ipon mo siya na dinidesign mo for specific goal. Like for example, kailangan mo ng 500,000 in 5 years para bilhin yung bagong kotse na gusto mo or magbayad ng malaking utang. So, ang gagawin mo sa sinking fund, imbis na magmadali ka or mangutang ka ng pera, magtatabi ka ng certain amount regularly, like monthly or annually, para maabot mo yung 500,000 na yan sa loob ng 5 years. So, iniipon mo siya ng paunti-unti para sa isang malaking gastusin or obligasyon sa hinaharap. Naka-earmark na yung pera na yan para sa particular na purpose na yon. Loan amortization. Loan is an amount raised from outsider at an interest and repayable at specific period, lump sum or installment. Payment of loan is known as an amortization. Financial manager may take the loan and he or she may be interested to know the amount of equal installment to be paid every year to repay the complete loan. Amortization fixed principal payment. So ano nga bang amortization fixed principal payment? Ang amortization fixed principal payment ay paraan para unti-unti nating mababayaran ng utang natin sa loob ng ilang taon. Sa bawat bayad natin, may bahagi na napupunta sa interest o sa bayad sa bangko. At may bahagi rin na pupunta sa principal o sa mismong utang. Para mas madali natin maintindihan, imagine natin, humiram tayo ng pera sa bangko para makapagsimula ng maliit na negosyo. Halimbawa, gusto nating bumili ng scooter para sa mga delivery ng produkto para sa negosyo natin. So, humiram tayo ng 50,000 pesos sa bangko. Ngayon, tignan natin kung paano natin mababayaran ng utang sa loob ng 10 taon. So, ito na po yung table. Humiram tayo ng 5,000 pesos at interest po dito is 8%. So, ang beginning balance po natin is 50,000. Tapos yung interest po is 8%. So, 50,000 times 8%. So, 4,000 yung kalabasan. Yun ang bayad natin sa bangko. And then yung principal payment is 5,000 na nabawas po sa utang. Ang magiging total payment po natin dito is, di ba, 4,000 plus 50. So, 9,000 yun. Sa kabuuang bayad ng 1 year yun. Sa kabuuang bayad yun sa 1 year. So, ang magiging ending balance natin is 50,000 minus 50. So, 45,000 na lang yung natitirang utang natin. So, sa year 2. So, 45,000 pesos. So, yung 45,000 pesos, i-times natin ulit sa 8%. So, magiging, ang kalalabasan po nito is 3,600. And then, yung principal payment na 5,000. And then, i-plus natin ulit yon 3,600 plus 5,000. Magiging 8,600. So, ang balance natin is 45,000. Magiging ending balance po natin dito is 45. Magiging ending balance po is 45,000 minus 5,000. So, ang kalabasan po dito is 40,000. So, by the year 2 po is 40,000 na lang yung utang natin. So, sa year 3 naman. So, ganun din ulit po yung step by step po. Which is 40,000 times 8% is equals to 3,200. Then, yung principal naman is 5,000. So, 3,200 plus 5,000 equals 8,200. So, sa ending balance naman po is 40,000 minus 5,000. So magiging kalabasan dito is 35,000 yung utang natin sa by the year 4. So by the year 4 is 35,000 ulit yung beginning balance natin at i-times ulit natin dyan sa 8%. So 35,000 times 8% is equals to 2,800. So sa principal naman tayo. So magiging principal po is 5,000, di ba? So ang total payment dito is 2,800 plus natin yung principal na 5,000, magiging 7,800. So magiging ending balance naman dito is 35,000 minus natin ulit yung 5,000, magiging 30,000 na lang yung utang natin. So year 5. So year 5 naman po is beginning balance natin is yung 30,000. So 30,000 times 8% is equals to 2,400. Kasi yung principal is 5,000 ulit, di ba? So 2,400 plus 5,000 is equals to 7,400. So sa ending balance po is 30,000 yung beginning balance natin at mababawas ulit dito yung 5,000. So 25,000 lang yung utang natin. So sa year 6, start din ulit tayo sa 25,000. 25,000 times 8% is equals to 2,000. So ang principal ulit is 5,000. So ang total payment is 2,000 plus 5,000. So magiging 7,000 yun. Kasi yun na yung interest po, yung 2,000. So ending balance is 25,000 minus 5,000. So 20,000 yun. 20,000 lang yung utang natin sa year 7. So year 7, 20,000 times 8% ulit is equals to 1,800. And then yung principal na 5,000. So dito sa total payment naman tayo. Total payment is 1,600 plus 5,000. Magiging 6,600. So sa ending balance naman po is kukunin natin yung beginning balance na 20,000, i-minus natin yung principal na 5,000. So magiging 15,000 lang yung utang natin. So by the year 8, beginning balance ulit is 15,000 plus times natin sa interest na 8% is magiging 1,200. Then yung principal na 5,000. And then sa total payment naman is 1,200 plus 5,000 is equals to 6,200. And then sa ending balance is kukunin natin ulit yung beginning balance na 15,000 minus sa 5,000. So magiging 10,000 lang yung utang natin sa year 9. Paulit-ulit na lang po yung process dito. By the year 9 is 10,000 times 8% is equals to 800. Then yung principal na 5,000. And then total payment po dito is 800, di ba? So 5,000 is equals to 800. Magiging ending balance po natin dito is 5,000. So year 10, ang beginning balance po natin dito is 5,000. So ang interest ulit is 8,000. So 5,000 times 8% is equals to 400. So ang principal dito is 5,000, di ba? So magiging total payment natin is 400 plus 5,000 is equals to 5,400. So ang ending balance 5,000 minus 5,000 is 0 na. Kasi yun na, naubos na po yung utang natin sa by the year 10. Loan amortization. Loan is an amount raised from outsider at an interest and repayable at specific period, lump sum or installment. Payment of loan is known as an amortization. Financial manager may take the loan and he or she may be interested to know the amount of equal installment to be paid every year to repay the complete loan. So bago tayo magsimula is i-explain po natin yung beginning balance. So yung beginning balance po is ito yung inutang mo sa simula ng taon. At interest paid, ito naman yung extra na bayad dahil nanghiram ka ng pera. principal paid, ito talaga yung binabayad mo sa utang. Total payment, ito ang lahat ng binabayaran mo sa isang taon. And ending balance, ito naman yung natitirang utang mo pagkatapos mo magbayad. So isosolve po natin siya. So ganito lang po siya isolve. Di ba, first is naghiram ka ng 5,000 at babayaran mo at magbabayad ka ng 1,509.60 bawat taon dahil sa 8% na yun. So i-compute lang natin siya. So di ba, by the year 1 is 5,000 pesos yung inutang natin. So 5,000 times 8. So magiging interest po dito is 400. So 400 yung interest niya. So next is yung total payment, which is yung 1,509.60. So i-minus lang natin yun sa 400. So 1,509.60 minus 400. So ang kalalabasan po dito is 1,109.60. So ito na yung nabawas sa utang mo. Ito na yung principal paid. And sa ending balance naman, so minus lang natin yung utang mo na 5,000 na inutang mo sa principal paid. So 5,000 pesos minus 1,109.60. So ang kinalabasan po nito is 3,890.40. So ito na lang yung utang niya, ay utang mo. By the year 2 is 3,890.40. So times sa 8%. So ang kinalabasan po nito is 311.23. So dito na tayo sa principal. So 1,509.60 minus sa 311.23. So ang kinalabasan po nito is 1,098.37. So ending balance. Hanapin natin yung ending balance. So kunin natin yung sa beginning of balance. So 3,890.40 minus 1,198.37. So ang kinalabasan po nito is 2,692.03. So sa year 3. So sa year 3 is, simula po tayo sa beginning balance is 2,692.3 times 8%. So kinalabasan po dito is 215.36. So sa principal tayo ulit. So 1,509.60 minus 215.36. Ang kinalabasan po dito is 1,294.24. So hanapin natin ulit yung ending balance. So kunin natin ulit yung beginning balance. So 2,692.03 minus 1,294.24. So ang kinalabasan po dito is 1,397.79. So ito po yung magiging beginning balance natin ulit. So beginning balance 1,397.79 times 8%. Ang kinalabasan po dito is 111.82. So principal 1,509.60 minus 111.82. Ang kinalabasan po dito is 1,397.78. So ang ending balance po, dito tayo sa ending balance. So 1,397.79 minus 1,397.8. So ang kinalabasan po dito is 0.01. So ganun lang po siya. Abang tumatagal is babawasan po yung utang. So ang total po dito is, yung total na nabayad mo is 6,038 pesos 0.40. So yung interest naman po is 1,038.41. Tapos yung principal paid po is 4,999. Ito na po yung 5,000 na hiniram natin. Equated monthly investment, EMI. So explain po natin yung EMI at andito na po yung formula. So bago tayo magsimula is yung P po is ito na po yung loan amount. while yung I is interest rate per month. And N naman is ito na po yung loan period in months. So, example po, let's assume po na 200,000 at 12% to repay in 2 years. So i-calculate po natin ito. So this is the step by step na kung paano po i-solve yung EMI. So nabigay ko na po yung step 1, which is yung given. So ang step 2 po is ito na po yung mga values po, which is yung 200,000 and yung interest is 12% and yung loan po is 2 years. So by the step 3 is dito na po yung pagsosolve natin. So convert annual interest to monthly interest. So yung I, which is yung interest na 12%, i-divide lang po natin siya by 12. So magiging sagot po dito is 0.01. So ito na po yung annual interest natin. So step 4 is convert years to months. So yung N po, which is yung loan. So ito na po yung 2 times 12 is 24. So 24 months. So by the step 5 is substitute into the formula. So 200,000 times 0.01 post open and close 1.01 and close parenthesis by xy24 and open 1.01 and close and xy24 and negative 1. So solve natin yung exponent. So which is yung 1.01 xy24 is kalabasan po nito is 1.26 and 97. So solve by the step 7 is solve the numerator. So 200,000 times sa interest na 0.01 is equals to 2,000. So 2,000 plus times 2,000 times 1.26 and 1.26 and 97 equals to 2539.4. So yung step 8 is solve the denominator, which is yung 1.2697 negative 1 is equals to 0.2697. So 0.2697. So step 9 is the final calculation, which is yung pagsasama na po natin yung dalawa po, which is yung 2539.4 divided by 0.2697. Ang magiging kalabasan po dito is 9,415.6 per month. So yun po yung mababayaran mo kada buwan sa loob ng 2 years.